Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Let's see what a Dusty do. You can see on the screen. Look on the screen. It's Dusty Dan. Dusty Dan don't want to work, man. He wants mommy. Take care of him. He don't want to pay rent. Looks like mommy and daddy been paying everything for Dusty Dan, and yeah, it didn't go well. As I said before, there is no return on investment when you are dealing with dust. That's for the mammies. In this case here, it's for the mammy and the pappy. So, fair use. I'm just going to show you, this is who we're speaking of, Joel Guy Jr. Then I'll play the audio. I remember when I mentioned this before in a prior video. I was saying how these Dusties get so emotional. They are catered to. They are pampered. We don't want to get them upset. People, you think you're helping them. No, you're really enabling them. And sometimes the return on the investment is you not being here anymore. We've had a Dusty to what? The rocks to the windows, try to burn his mom's house down while she's inside because she asked for the rent money. We've seen Dusties, kill their moms because she said for them to get a job. I mean, really? 1, 2, 3, ABC felony on the screen. They cater to Joel Guy Jr. Gee, I wonder what he did to Joel Guy Sr. People call themselves helping these Dusties, and for you to really understand, for those who don't get it, okay, forget how you think and put on, a pretend Dusty hat. A Dusty hat thinks different. They're thinking, oh no, I got a lick. I don't have to work. I'm just chilling like a feeling. I got it made. I like this. They're seeing you, the ones who are helping them and supporting them, they're seeing you as a sponsor. Yeah. And sometimes they get mad and they go out into society, after Mrs. Poverty P and Poverty D. And in this case here, it's not poverty because they had that life insurance, you see. That's what he was after. So let me stop yapping. I'm going to go ahead. Let's listen to the audio. Why is Joel Guy Jr. on the screen with charges of first-degree murder? This is the return that a Dusty always gives. Ready, folks? Fair use.
We're in Knoxville, Tennessee for the trial of 32-year-old Joel Guy Jr. He's charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the vicious killing and dismemberment of his own parents. Joel Guy Sr., his wife Lisa. It was the Monday after Thanksgiving weekend. Lisa Guy had not shown up for work, and her employer made a call to police.
I have an employee that has not reported for work today, and I really like her. Can somebody go by and check on them? I'll send a call over to officers.
When officers arrived, they discovered a grisly scene.
Hello, sheriff's office.
The police.
Sheriff's office.
Oh wow.
Inside, police found the remains of Joel and Lisa, who were both stabbed over 30 times and dismembered.
Wow.
Their son, Joel Jr., was the first and only suspect. He'd spent Thanksgiving with his parents, made charges to his father's credit card after the murders. His parents had been supporting the 28-year-old for years and recently told Guy they were cutting him off financially. Police.
Did you hear that? They have been supporting him for years and they're cutting him off financially. Don't worry, I will put the link down below. You can watch the video yourselves. Let's continue, please.
The 28-year-old for years and recently told Guy they were cutting him off financially. Police believe Guy was angry and hoped to cash in on his parents' life insurance policy. He was charged with first-degree premeditated murder and abuse of 2 corpses. He pled not guilty. At trial, the prosecutor described the viciousness of the attacks and Guy's attempt to eliminate the evidence. All while Guy listened to the graphic description of the crime scene.
He covered them with a corrosive substance and left them there to liquefy into some sort of diabolical stew of human remains.
The jury was shown surveillance footage of the defendant with a hand wound buying products, apparently to help dispose of the bodies.
Wow.
She paid for the tubs that she and her husband disintegrated in.
And perhaps most incriminating was Guy's notebook, which contained written excerpts outlining his plan, including one that read, "Get plastic sheeting for disposal process," and "Money all mine, $500,000.
Wow.
After hearing all the testimony and reviewing the evidence, the jury returned with a unanimous verdict.
We, the jury, found the defendant, Joel Michael Guy, guilty of first-degree premeditated murder of Joel Guy Sr.
Count number 2, please.
We, the jury, found the defendant, Joel Michael Guy, guilty of first-degree premeditated murder of Lisa Guy.
Before sentencing, family members gave impact statements about the victims and the nightmare they were.
I will put the link below. Here's the list they're referring to. He has it all figured out. And you want to think some of these mammies, oh, they need time to get together. No, they're using you. But they know how, if you notice, they know how to get it together when it comes to committing a crime. Look what he says. He's killed them both. Check to make sure there. Then he says he's not alive to claim her half. So if the dad is gone and the mama's gone, he gets the life insurance, $500,000. What did he say? What does it say on his list? Money, all mine, $500,000. Flood the house. Covers up forensic. So what did I say about the ladies that end up being murdered by the boyfriend? You think, oh, I'm going to go ahead and give him a chance. You know, I'm going to build him up. He going to be my man. He going to be my boyfriend. He just need a chance and I'm going to help him. Go ahead and play Barbara the Builder. They might be building you a coffin next week. This fool right here, they got him, this evil dust bucket, for taking out both the parents and then buying chemicals to disintegrate the bodies. This is their child, 28 years old. They reported that they have been carrying him for years and they got tired. There is no return on the investment of a dust bucket. It's just not. 28 years old. The couple in Camden. The attorney, the female, look up, 3 o'clock in the morning, bullets flying. She's dying. Dust bucket boyfriend. A felony, he's staying with a relative there. And I believe it was the Camden Apartments in Atlanta. Look up, same apartment complex. Young couple, Caucasian couple. I believe I saw a clip where they left a 2-year-old here. Family member, dust bucket. He been staying there, they said, for quite some time. An extended period of time. And they found out he was stealing from them. Again. They found out he was stealing from them. Look up. He leaves, like they said, but he stabbed them both to death. Gee, look on the screen. Joel Guy Jr. Dusty Dan. So, Dusty little TT is the one they have for killing the black woman, the attorney in Camden. Dusty Dan, I haven't seen a picture, but if it's their family member and they're Caucasian, would likely, of course, he's Caucasian, you know, in most cases. So Dusty Dan, number 2, killed that couple. Who's here to raise their 2-year-old? Who's here to raise a 2-year-old? Kid never know their parents. But they call and said they're going to help him. They're going to help Dusty Dan. Those 2 parents are no longer here. Ages, what, 31, 33, I think? But they're in their early 30s. No longer here. Look on the screen. The mom and dad, gone. They're talking about cutting him off. I said in a prior video, these mammies think, oh, I'm going to help him and get on his feet. He just needs some time. No, these dust mites are very dangerous, these dust buckets. They think that they are smart, they're lazy, and manipulative. And they found a way to see you going to work every day. They found a way to think, wow, look how you live, and you're going to work every day. I'm stupid, and oh my gosh, I can fool you. I keep saying about, look at the house they lived in. Far away from Banjo Billy in the trailer park. If it was a trailer park, it wouldn't even matter. Again, it's someone else's property. I said before, sometimes these people that you're trying to help are looking at you and they got a nice little setup thanks to you. It's really your setup. They're just enjoying it temporarily. They're not going to get it together. They're enjoying your setup and could be thinking to themselves, man, I wish this was mine. Oh, I wish this was mine. So if he's their son, and if he's the only heir, so with them both gone, he's got a nice house here, 2 vehicles, life insurance. I told you, some of them are looking at you and thinking one thing, man, I want this to be mine. He even wrote down a little note. He won't be here to claim her half. Money, all mine. And I'm sure somebody told him, I wouldn't be surprised, rather. When is he going to get a job? When is he going to get on his feet? Again, people think, oh, I'm going to help. Well, I just can't desert. The dust bucket is not thinking. They want a sponsor. Somebody take care of me and I will do absolutely nothing. Dusties bring drama. Dusties bring trauma. The financial implications, it is simply too much dust in the nation. So Joe Guy Jr., oh, he needs help. We're going to have to see about him. We're going to see about him. All that time they're saying about him and taking care of him. And look what he's got going on. He got a little list, y'all. He got a list. Destruction of bodies. D for destruction. That's what Dusty's do. Composition of body. He's doing his research, probably on their computer, on their internet. 20% fat, 20% protein, 55% water, 5% other compounds. Then he goes and buys some solution so they can disintegrate. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Destroy is what Dusty's do. And this is what he did. He stabbed him 30 times. So I'll put the link below. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And the sad thing is, it's not over because somebody thinking, well, that happened to them. My loved one would never do that to me. I'm sure that beautiful nurse thought that when she had that dust bucket dropping her off, picking her up in her car to come get his things to move out. I'm sure that the attorney in Camden thought that. I'm sure that little couple with that 2-year-old child that resided also in the Camden apartments thought he's family. If you caught him stealing, he's got to go. I'm sure the parents, of this fool thought that he would never. Joe would never, not my son. And as he was stabbing them, they found out, wow, he's doing exactly what others have done. Dust buckets. D. Dust bucket. It also stands for destruction. So yeah, I told you. They're looking at you and your things, coveting someone else's hard work and efforts, wishing it was theirs. Ooh, if this was mine, know what I'd do? This was mine. And it goes from, if this is mine, they will take your life, hoping to get it. So it is theirs. So he probably thought he was going to have that house, the cars, and $500,000 in life insurance money, plus their accounts and things like that, investments. He'd be sitting pretty. And he can sit pretty in a jail cell where he belongs. He shouldn't see the light of day. I think he got he'll be in there for life. They gave him so many years, decades for both the murders. So he will not, he'll be in there for life. I think it's like what, to 2070. I'm not for sure. But I'll put the link below. Listen, thanks for listening. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. This is what Dusties do. They destroy. I'm out.